Welcome, everyone. We're going to start the conference today with a performance by Azul Carolina Duque. Azul is a Colombian performance artist and educator whose artistic practice is informed by their training as a composer, a death doula, and a clown. Azul is also a member of the Gesturing Towards Decolonial Futures Collective and will be offering a workshop this afternoon. The song they will perform for us today, Resuena, was written in October 2023 as we grieved and witnessed the beginning of the genocide of the Palestinian people. In this piece, Azul grapples with the role of music and art in times of collapse. Resuena is part of their debut album, set to be released in November of this year, and explores a relationship with music and silence as elders who can guide us towards a political practice of healing and well-being. We invite you to take a breath, settle yourself where you are, and listen.
I invite you to listen to this song with your skin. And to do so, I want to invite us into a collective gesture. Please bring your left hand out and open in this holding gesture. With this hand, we're holding the more than 30,000 children who have been killed or wounded in the last 8 months in Palestine. And with our right hand extended in the same gesture, we're holding the unknown number of children who have been killed or wounded in conflict zones historically, undifferentiated. This includes the Holocaust, Congo, Sudan, the residential schools in Canada, Colombia, and every other corner in the world. These children symbolize our broken humanity. But they also are a call for us to be otherwise and to remember that we are family. Para que resuena la voz, si este umbral. Want to pause? Because there's a video that was supposed to play behind me, so we're going to try that again. Let's give it another try. Para que resuena la voz, si este umbral no es frontera, yo te canto mi canción y ya no tengo afuera para que resuena la voz. Es abrazo a quien sufre, a quien causa llanto, yo te canto mi canción que aquieta tanta distancia para que resuena la voz. Doy mi aire a quien no respira, piedra seca, yo te canto mi canción. Caliente caudal y amarga, ¿por qué cantar cantamos desde la misma vida. Te siento latirme de vuelta el corazón, que se extiende desde el mar al río, y atestigua como lo hace el sol. Para que resonamos la voz, si filo y miedo aún profetizan, corte te cantamos la canción que entre grietas brotará y se levanta. Because we hurt from the same wound. I can feel you breaking open up my heart that extends from the river to the sea as a prayer for all to be free.
Welcome to you all, and thank you so much, Azul, for opening this conference so beautifully and reminding us of the heartbreaking consequences of our current global politics in Gaza, but also elsewhere around the world, Sudan, China, Ukraine, to name a few. Turning away and staying silent, disconnecting, these are choices that make us part of the problem. So I hope we can all hold Azul's song in our hearts as we journey through the day. My name is Sophia. I'm the Emerging Futures Director at JRF. It's wonderful to see so many of you here today. And it's my job, along with Vicki and Ashanti, our brilliant curators, to set the scene for the day. This is the third year now that we've hosted Next Frontiers, and we've got the most amazing array of contributions in store for you. And I wanted to offer 3 questions for you to consider as we begin to get stuck in to the rest of the day. The first of those questions is one that we talk about a lot at JRF, and that is, what is this moment that we're in, and what is ours to do? It's very clear we live in turbulent times, and times of turmoil, and many of the solutions that we've relied on previously seem completely incommensurate with the change that's now needed. Are we brave enough to face into the scale of that challenge? And what does it mean to act today in ways that honour the futures for our children and our grandchildren? The second question is about where wealth needs to flow to in order to be in service of people and planet. We already know of many inspiring examples of where funding is flowing to work that is reparative and regenerative by design. But where are more of these examples? How can we propagate them? And what kind of capital do they need? The third question is how can we direct wealth in ways that no longer sustain economic models that are based on excess, on extraction, on exploitation? And many of you in the room today hold pieces of that puzzle, from hackers working deep within current financial systems to progressive wealth holders and philanthropists who are reimagining your roles in these times of polycrisis. And I hope that part of today involves all of you talking to each other, maybe even doing a bit of plotting and working things out together. There was a moment in the first of these conferences that I returned to frequently. Fazana Khan, the founder of Healing Justice London, was on a panel, and she said to us all, if you are comfortable today, if you are safe, if you are well in these times, then it means you're protected by privilege. There's no question that I'm sitting here today in front of a pretty impressive audience. Many of you hold significant power and are in charge of large amounts of money. And that means you have privilege. So I invite you to show up today with an awareness of that. If you hear things that jar with your worldviews, get curious. What's behind that? Be interested in ideas that are perhaps unfamiliar to you and find out more. Be open to exploring together with people as we find our way through all of the things that we'll be talking about today. Talk to each other, as I said, and maybe most importantly, hold yourselves to account on how you're going to act on what you learn about today. I hope you have a brilliant day, and over to you, Ashanti.
Thanks, Sophia. Good morning, everybody. How are we feeling? I have the privilege of giving you the housekeeping rules today. We have curated a number of different spaces for you. In Hall 1, we're going to have panels all day. In Hall 2, we have panels in the morning, workshops in the afternoon. In the same Pancreas room, we have our fireside chats in the morning and our conversation circles in the afternoon. We also have a quiet working space room up in the gallery if you need to attend to business as usual. We also have a reflection space, non-verbal space if you want to go connect with mind and body and just take some time away from the conference buzz. There is also a prayer room available for anyone who needs to pray and connect with spirit. Please ask the team at the check-in desk if you need help finding any of these spaces. If you're going to be on socials during any of our sessions, please use hashtag NextFrontiers2024. We do have a shared code of conduct that was up just now. The intention really is for us to love each other through our ugly. So please, beloveds, treat each other with grace, treat each other with kindness, with softness. Let me hear any of you have misbehaved. Yeah, don't need to finish this question. Okay, we are now going to test the interactivity on the SpotMe platform. If you haven't downloaded it already, please do so. With a quick word cloud activity, for those of you in the room with us, please go to menu, the 3 dots at the bottom that say more. Then click on the room we're in, which is Hall 1 right now. Click on the poll to let us know how you are feeling today in 1 or 2 words. For those of you dialing in virtually at home, on the right-hand side of your screen, you will find the Q&A. Click on the poll we are running now. So in a few words, just tell us, how are we feeling? Did you have coffee? Did you rest well? Have you drunk enough water? Did you eat your vegetables yesterday? Are we doing well? And while we're waiting for all of you to engage with us, beloveds on stage, Azul, Sophia, Vicki, hi, yes, you 3. How are we? How are you doing? How are we doing today?
I'm feeling anticipation. And excited, and I've just seen the word curious. I'm sort of promise I'm not copying that. Curious.
How are you feeling, Sophia?
It's really interesting, this being the 3rd year.
Yeah.
And I feel a different kind of energy this year. There feels like there's so much happening in this space, and there's a kind of franticness to it, and an excitement and sense of possibility. And I guess I'm turning up with a question of how do we organise? How do we turn this kind of chaos into something which adds up? to more.
Up, yeah.
But really, yeah, different kind of action energy I'm feeling this year.
Amazing. Azul.
I'm feeling very calm right now, ironically. I was so looking forward to this. I'm very nervous the weeks before, working so hard to prepare. And when I arrived, there was this feeling of like being grounded, which is really beautiful. I think there's a lot of trust, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying just because I'm here and I want to, create that atmosphere. I'm genuinely feeling that, which is rare in these conferences. So that's a good sign.
I will appreciate love you and your offering. I'm feeling very excited. It took a lot of work and energy and time for us to get here. So also grateful that we've made it in one piece. People are feeling tired, certain, and unwell, well, supported, overwhelmed, underwhelmed, interested. We're good. We'll hold each other and love each other through our ugly, like I said. And with that, thank you all. We can hand over to our opening panel, which is going to be meeting this unprecedented moment. Thank you so much.